Magic 89.9.
All right, welcome back to On Demand. It is Boom and Bea, and as promised, we have Troye Sivan on the line. Hello, Troye.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, so good to meet you. My name is Bea.
And my name is Boom. Yes, we're so happy to have you.
Hey.
There's a lot to talk about, obviously, but there's limited time with you because we know you're such a busy man. But can you just describe to us what has happened the last 3 years of your life, you know, with these two albums that are out and all the tours, all the endorsements, the traveling, and all the collabs and the celebrities acknowledging you and your talent. It must be a dream right now that you're living.
It really is. You know, my life has been like and up and down the past couple of years, and yeah, I'm just so thankful. It feels like a dream.
Yeah, Troye, so you were here actually June last year.
A year ago.
Yeah, in the Philippines, and you were actually here for a shoot, and a lot of the fans on Twitter are asking, you know, because it was kind of like you were in and out of the Philippines, so they want to know what it was like, you know, meeting your fans here, and are you coming back to the Philippines?
I'm definitely coming back. I left that trip. I was literally there for, I think, 2 days, and it was such a whirlwind trip, but I had such a good time, and everybody was nice that I left being like, I have to come back, and I have to come back soon. So definitely part of the plan, and we're just kind of waiting to make it happen when the time is right. But yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, speaking of that trip last year, you also tweeted. You tweeted salamat. You tweeted that you were in Manila. You also tweeted that some great news happened to you while you were here in Manila, and you were so excited about it. I don't know if you can talk about it and bring your fans into that, or if you have announced it already. What was the big news that happened that you announced on Twitter? Well, you vaguely announced on Twitter, but you were here in Manila when that happened.
So yeah, I'm in a film now at the moment called Boy Erased. It comes out in September, and while I was on the shoot in Manila, I got a call from the director to tell me that I got the part, that I was going to be filming the movie.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was a really special moment and a special trip, and one that I'll never forget for sure.
Is that the one with Joel Edgerton, your co-Australian? Is that the one?
Yes, yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There we go. Well, congratulations. Woo. I mean, you know, it's such a busy schedule. I'm sure you're juggling so many things, and a lot of, you know, everything on social media now. There's so much buzz around your new track with Ariana Grande, and, you know, we kind of want to know, obviously, two wonderful artists, what it was like, you know, just collaborating and just throwing ideas around in the room. What was it like working with her?
Yeah, you're the pop king for her. She calls you, or you call her, the pop queen.
Yeah. I mean, it was insane. Like, that is such a dream come true for me. And I'd written this song and just thought that she was going to be the perfect voice for it. And really nervously reached out, and thankfully she was super, super into it and sent me the vocal back. Like 2 days later, we went and hung out in the studio and spoke about kind of which part she was going to sing, and you know, she just killed it. I couldn't be happy with it.
You're now working with her. You're working with Taylor Swift. You go and you know, have a show with Dua Lipa and all of these big names who are also like ruling the world as we speak together with you. How does that feel? I mean, I'm sure when you were 12, 13 and you were putting up videos on YouTube, this is farthest from your mind, and now it's happening like it's an ordinary thing. Tell us how that feels for you.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, it's surreal. You know, even just talking to you now, I think about it, and like, I'm doing a phone interview with the Philippines, and life is just so crazy, you know. People, I've dreamt of this stuff since I was a little kid, and so for it to all kind of be happening, it just never gets old, and I feel really lucky.
Troye, so obviously Bloom, beautiful, you know, beautiful album.
Right.
We love, we have a segment here and we call it Live Drive, and we play some live tracks, and by the way, you sound exactly the same live, and
even
you know,
better.
and even better. You're just so
live.
good. And so some of the fans off Twitter are asking, off the album, what is a song that you are so proud of? You know, obviously they're all like, you know, your babies in a sense, but what is one song that speaks to you personally the most?
There's a song on my album that's not out yet, and it's called Animal, and I think it's my favorite. I'm really, really excited for people to hear that one.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so everybody's going to have to wait for that one.
Right.
But it'll be out soon, of course.
And that's that's a characteristic also your songwriting and your songs. They are very personal. They speak about you. You did speak about your album as being a love letter, correct? Is that right?
Totally, yeah. You know, it's a love letter to my life and my relationship and my family and come from and where I am now. It's like I feel like I'm in a really good place in my life, and I just wanted to celebrate that.
How about that? You know, the experience of the first album, which you loved also and everybody loved, and the writing of this second album, which you mentioned the difference was the process was different. Why was it different, and how was it different here in the second album, and what's a more satisfying part of it?
I think, you know, it's like doing anything for the first time. You're learning so much and figuring stuff out, and it's not easy, you know. And this time around, kind of knowing the ropes a little bit more, knowing who I wanted to work with, and actually having the opportunity to work with them, and you know, everything kind of the stars just aligned, and I felt really comfortable, and that put it in like even more kind of honest and free music. I kind of felt like I could do whatever I want, and it was really fun.
Troye, we definitely feel that in your tracks. I mean, they're just so emotional. But let's take a break from music for a bit. And, you know, these fans, they want to know everything about you.
Crazy fans here.
So some of the questions are very related to your style. And they were saying, people were asking if you could maybe describe it, you know, like in 3 words. What is like your go-to every day? I mean, you're lazy. You just want to go out and, you know, be comfortable. What is your kind of like your style, your look, your everyday look?
I mean, it depends. It kind of like, I sort of have two different things that I go for. You know, if I have something on or if I'm performing or whatever, I kind of like wear what I normally wear, but maybe add a little more like to it. But my everyday wear is just like a really good pair of black jeans or blue jeans. I have a couple pairs of boots that I wear religiously and like love every day. And then just like a vintage t-shirt or, you know, maybe just like a really nice jacket or something like that. Keep it kind of casual.
Yeah, I love how you said you wear the boots religiously. Like, they're just, you know, you can't leave the house without them.
No, yeah, every single day.
How about hair color? They're all asking about hair color. What hair color do you have right now? What hair color have you not experimented with but want to? They're talking about your nail color and all of these things. Their fans are all asking about the current situation of color right now with Troye Sivan.
So right now I have no nail polish. I'm giving my nails a little bit of a break.
Okay.
I have kind of like a dusty blonde mop on my head right now.
Okay. All right. One last question. We have to let you go. And again, we thank you for your time. I just wanted to squeeze in this thing. It is Pride Month, obviously, this month. You are on the cover of the first Pride issue, I believe, of Billboard magazine, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us, just walk us through that honor of being in there and what you're trying to represent.
To you, of course.
Yes. Oh, I think did we lose Troye?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I think we lost Troye Sivan.
But I was so excited to hear his answer.
Yeah, we lost him.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Thank you very much, Haley, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So that was Troye Sivan. Right at the last question.
Talking about his dusty blonde hair.
Yeah, right now, because the fans are all asking about that. But yeah, I just wanted to say, before we lost him, we were asking about that one question because obviously he has become this representative.
Yeah, and really somebody that people look to speak about, you know, these issues and the things that they're going through. And, you know, I was reading an interview from his visit last year during Pride Month, and he said that he had several celebrations. You know, it's not just one, you know, big celebration. It's just a constant, you know, reminder to everybody that it shouldn't just be this 1 month.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's very nice.
Yeah, and also tie it into what he said, his answer earlier about, you know, being himself and writing freely. Because that was one of the things when he signed that record deal, they already told him, he gave him the freedom, be who you are, write about what you want.
Whatever, you know, you are personally going through. You don't have to.
Went mainstream with him coming out of the closet, as they say.
Exactly.
So I wanted to see what he wanted to say about that cover for Billboard magazine and the Pride Month. So there you go, Troye Sivan.
There you go, you guys. So Bloom, Dance to This, My. I mean, we play them here, of course, but they're also available online on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and you can also pre-order the album set for release. And, you know, Troy was just talking about one of the songs there being very special to him. The date for that, and I'm sure all of the fanatics know this already, but we want to remind everybody, it's August 31. And that collab with Ariana Grande should be out shortly.
Again, quickly, it is available on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, for that Dance to This collab with Ariana Grande. The single Bloom, also available in all those platforms, and you can pre-order the album Bloom, which comes out officially August 31, but you can pre-order again on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and Deezer, and we will soon hear from him. It's unfortunate we got cut just at that last question, which I think was very relevant.
Obviously, the delay did much for the time also, you know, because there was like a 3-second delay.
Yes, I think he is in Australia, if I'm not mistaken, and I was telling Bea off the air while we were waiting for him to get on the phone. I was listening to Five Sauce in their room. They were listening to who was Australian also. So we'll get them on the air in a bit. But yeah, we want to thank everybody for making this interview possible.
And all of you guys for tuning in. Hashtag Troye Sivan 899. That was a blast. It's always such a privilege for us to be able to ask your questions on air and talk to these amazing artists that we play on the radio every day. That's crazy.
And also people online who are listening. I know there was on Magic 89.9's stories and Instagram, there were swipe ups available for you to have listened to that interview. And just like any other interview that me and Bea have done on the show, I'm sure they're going to post that on our Facebook page.
Yes, it should be facebook.com/magic899.
There you go. Troye Sivan, the album August 31, and the song
is this.
It's Bloom right here on the Magic.
What you want is what you get. Mid-mornings, the requests, the mixes, the freshest tracks, and the news that you don't really need, but they'll tell you anyway, are all available on demand with Boom and Bea. Join them on demand Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 12